All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
Let's go, let's go!
Quit talking about it and wait.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Corey Davis. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Let's go.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Rodgers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check nine, check nine. Get 300, get 300.
Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Colts nothing.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10. Hey, check Mike 33. Check. 5.
From the gun, here's Goff. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, echo.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 88. Back to north.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Talk me to get on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Goff. Pass the 20. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on third down, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break here. Gone. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now gone. Looking long for Thomas. He's got a man, complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Hey, lift.
On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Staying open.
Orange.
54's Mike.
Here's Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Thomas, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. On play action, Rodgers uncorks one for Davis, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
64, weak.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 59.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. Goff. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Gone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The sack by Terrell Suggs. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Back to throw. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. Let's take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Colts, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home